All right.
You did it. You get it.
I pushed the
There
on
needs to be a
button.
red light on the front of these cameras.
Yeah, so that you can
Network,
tell
yeah.
when I've actually pushed the button,
Oh.
because you would be able to tell better than me, because I never know.
If it weren't for the editing hangouts, it'd be fun to do like over-the-shoulder VHS recordings of this.
Yeah, that would be great.
Anyway, I think I've run through this already, but I'm explaining to David because he's here now. So this thing,
Whoa, whoa,
it sits up in the frame.
Whoa! Up in the
on
frame.
The Powerstroke.
On the Powerstroke.
And it's got these chambers and stuff and such. It's got arrows that flow. Fuel comes in here from the tank, and it comes in here and it goes through this heater that they deleted and newer ones, but this one still has it because this will cook fuel, which causes it to get a bunch of stuff in there. And then it splashes around in here to get air out, and then it goes and it does stuff, and it like ends up recirculating. And there's a temperature module in here, like a heater.
So you need a new one of these.
Oh. No, yeah. Wait, that looks wrong. Maybe. And then this thing expands and contracts with temperature, and then it opens and shuts a valve. And you're just like, this is just the fuel pump. This is a fuel pump for the truck.
Yeah, but it's a Ford, so it needs to be overcomplicated.
Yeah, it's so freaking
What you get for having new vehicles.
I know. Take me back to my IDI with my mechanical little...
Yeah, make it easy. Simple, stupid.
Yeah, so this thing might be what's wrong. If nothing else...
The funny thing is, like, it's a simple problem. The fuel is not getting delivered.
But sometimes
and there's
randomly.
like 18 different things that you could fix to.
But fuel's not getting delivered. Well, okay, right now fuel's not getting delivered at all. Before, fuel wasn't getting delivered, I think, every like 20 minutes of running. But this thing has a thermostat that maybe, I don't know if it does, I've been trying to research it, might trigger when it gets warm enough, and so maybe the fuel's getting warm. So recirculating fuel to keep the fuel going into the engine warmer. But then also this thing sits with rust in the bottom because this collects water, and then if you don't drain it, like I didn't drain it, it rusts out and then it breaks your threads. Nice. So at the bare minimum, I need a new one of these covers.
How much is that part? $600?
$100?
For that little thing?
Or $70 for the gasket kit to put this one back on.
$70 for that gasket.
I think there's a couple O-rings too. And $100 for the pump, which is in here. This is the pump.
You know the gasket. You know the gasket kit for the Ranger's engine was like $110.
No, I know the top.
Like
end,
the whole
top end rebuild for the Maverick is like $65.
Yeah.
This whole module.
So just the gasket and some O-rings is $75 for this.
The gasket and some O-rings is like $75. This front face, which does also come with a gasket, also like $75. So one or the other. The pump is like $120. This whole module with the face and a new pump, Ford is like $550.
Yeah, that's like half a Maverick, right?
Yeah, I know.
For this,
I know.
this little thing.
I think, but I'm trying to verify if this is real, but I can't, and I don't want to just be throwing fives of hundreds of dollars at this.
Yeah, that's
like I said, that's an entire cheap
fives
car.
of hundreds of dollars is half of $1,000, and $1,000 is a lot of dollars.
I have a suspect, but I got apparently get the wrong filters. Also, they don't work, and it doesn't press this thing, and it doesn't let it pump. So I got new filters because I think I got the wrong ones.
Nice.
And I'm gonna snake out the fuel lines and double check that again. I didn't snake them out actually. And then I'm going to fix it, and it's gonna be great. And it's never gonna be broken again. And then I'm gonna sell it for a huge profit. And that is
buy an excursion.
That is my plan.
And then we're going to be starting at square one where we have 8,000 things to fix again.
But it's going to be an excursion with a V10, and everything to fix on the V10 is easy and cheap. Especially relative to this.
We're super cool with our V10 gas engines instead of diesels. You know what? I like the V10s. Shut up.
I like it. So the interwebs people were talking about why the Amazon cheapo knockoff ones that are $20 instead of $70, why they don't work. And one option is that they are a different height. And My table's not the most level, but they are not.
The most level. This is a scientific experiment. You know, transmission work that has been done on this table.
That's true. Multiple, single, no, two full transmission rebuilds. Yeah. And a manual. And it has a special automatic hole over there. But that height difference matters because this guy has a plunger in it that has to be pressed down by the filter in order for it to let fuel go through. So if it's a different height, it's a problem, which now I don't remember which one was which. The taller one, yeah, the taller one here is the one I just tried and the one that would not pump, and it's taller, therefore it was sitting higher in here and it was not bottoming out. So I'm pretty sure that's what was wrong and why it's not priming at all. That doesn't actually explain why the truck was dying every 20 minutes before, but that fixed my prime no start issue, so that's something.
One thing that you broke.
Which I had that coming tomorrow.
That was my house AC, which I dropped last week. It was one tiny little problem, and then I created like 5 other problems trying to fix it because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to work on ACs. I'm not an HVAC guy. Yeah. And then I was diagnosing all the problems that I created trying to fix the one small problem. And you know what? Eventually I got there, but
Is it better off in the end? Or did you just get back to where you were and then make it
oh
work?
no, the AC is better off. Yeah, I got new capacitors and then I got new relays. There's a lot of stuff that like would have turned out. Yeah.
It's nice that it's at least not wasted effort, but it's annoying that it wasn't necessary.
Oh, it was super annoying. Yeah, it was super annoying.
With stuff like this too, where you're like, oh, you got the wrong part.
Yeah, and it was.
Or you got the right part the wrong way.
My furnace is in my attic upstairs, and my AC condenser is downstairs. So there's a circuit board on the AC condenser, and there's the main circuit board for the HVAC system up in the attic.
Running back and forth.
I'm running back and forth, and also I don't have a ladder tall enough to get into my attic, so I have to like use my step stool and then jump pull up every time I get up in there, and then just drop down out of it. So like, I'm tired.
Exhausting.
Yeah.
Just doing that.
It's like so much back and forth.
Have you
just
considered
because
getting one of
of
those attic ladders?
sync with one like little wire, and then I have to go down and check if it works.
That's the worst. That's painful.
Anyways.
It's the things that we do.
Yeah.
Your house isn't even old. I was crawling under my house on
Yeah.
Sunday, I think, unclogging a pipe.
The annoying thing is, well, my house is like 20 years, which is like the age of time out of all the appliances.
That's
so.
especially
But
modern ones.
my AC was only put in like 6 years ago. So
Well, I shouldn't have it all. Now we're gonna fix all of the rest of our problems around here. Like, there's no problems here.
we've got a tire maker.
Those tires need to go on that bike.
Absolutely trailer that we park on. We've got a hole for rebuilding transmissions. We're getting places.
So we're sitting here thinking about how do we get this lined up in exactly the same place that it was lined up in before we welded on there. And Scott's trying to finagle it and eyeball it, and I'm sitting there thinking about it, and then I'm like, you know, we could just measure it
That's ridiculous.
and then center it, because measuring.
Measuring and this and such.
Wild what using.
Get high precision here.
That is a high precision thing. You're gonna build like a race engine with this thing.
Yeah, we are.
Holy cow.
Way not centered. Alright, I got it. Pretty well centered, I think. My calculations show. So I'm gonna try to center that up. Get it stuck probably wherever it's easiest. And yeah, see what happens. Fancy dancy welder. I don't know. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Ah! I should look at things. Alright, so we're looking at just over an 1/8 on the caliper. So then there's 70 to 110 amps. Should probably do the upper end of that, which is not an option. So let's do 105. See what happens. 120. No, 105. Let's do 120. 120? Yeah. Yeah, unless you burn through the thing, which is what I did on the Jeep, that little stud that I just burned straight through the bolt I was trying to go on, but this won't burn through. It's thick steel. Man, Dave, don't look at that.
Hey, I'm not. I mean, I'm looking at it on my camera. So
I'm gonna weld this to the table.
hopefully it doesn't blow my camera. No, surely not. It's not gonna go all the way through.
Might.
Nah.
Dude. I'm gonna say that's too hot because it's burning through. That's my expert eye. See. Yeah, I need to get a slag hammer. They have those little pointy hammers that you knock the slag off with. Go it again. Yeah, see? Burn the edge off. That but didn't have a hole there before.
Yeah. What are you doing that for?
I don't know. I have a job still. Why did you send me my
Could be. Look at the dimes this guy is laying. Woo-wee.
You can tell it's welded because of the way that it is.
I think he's worth about like 300 an hour.
No. It's like my 4th time welding in 10 years.
Yeah.
3rd time maybe?
I'll try on the second one after you get everything dialed in.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Well, I'll let you go the middle or something, you know? Alright, I'm gonna try it a bit slower.
Watch out.
That seems a lot more believable. It also burns through my stick very quickly.
Let's check it out.
Didn't get very far.
No, but it didn't make a hole.
Did not make a hole, and it seemed like I was
Yeah, it
actually
looks way better.
welding it, not just flashing right through it.
Yeah.
Oh. I think I might be going too flat and just hitting the top, but yeah, see, I was able to build back that hole I made.
He's a professional welder.
One could even say that I built it back better. Somebody left some cutting slag in here. Yeah, I just welded that on.
Nice.
It was welding.
That'll make it stronger too.
Yeah.
More material, you know. Surely.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, it's really sticky, especially at that distance too. Dragging it's your friend. Yeah, and it arcs on the way out too. There's really something in all of that will keep it stuck on. Oh yeah, I got a puddle of red. And you want to go between the two, I think, which I was not doing very well either. But I think you just put that on the back, put that down. You want to go like in, because you want to connect the two halves. Shiny.
Well, until we put a winch on this bumper, it's not going to really need to hold much.
These look awesome.
Once we put a winch on it, these welds will be tested more.
Well, it's the right shape. You use this.
All right, we are going to test the welds by dropping it on the floor and seeing if it shatters in a million pieces.
If you look down at it,
It looks really square.
It's really this line and that line are very much parallel.
It's good. It's fine.
Good
You know what? It's good. Yeah. You can drop it from higher than that, dude. Pick it up over your head. Throw it in the air.
No, we're gonna bend it. It's already bent enough.
We'll make it better.
I mean, I feel like that would have damaged something if it wasn't bad. It's at least attached-ish enough, probably. It can hold itself weight. It just flings out. Take that. Alright, I'm gonna feel like good enough. I don't want to drop any harder. I'm gonna chip my floor more than I did.
I think it's good enough for a 16,000-pound winch. Good.
Ooh,
We
that's
gotta do the
hot.
other one.
Ooh, that's hot.
Is it really? Is it hot?
Shockingly, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was on fire a minute ago. Alright, that was painful. David's gonna weld it somewhere to make it stick, and just don't stick it and pull the whole thing out. Because if you stick it, it's gonna go flying. Okay, it's filling.
Do a little on the other side.
Yeah,
Solid.
super solid. Making the backside glow. Oh, we just lost the glow, but the bottom was not glowing. So that means you're too high on it still. How's your weld look over there? Oh, look at that. We're pro fabricators now. Look at the intensity. The focus. We'll just pretend like these are really good dimes that are coming out on the other side, which I'm sure they are. Well, David's over there unsupervisedly welding. I have some things to do on this here motorcycle that I've been putting off that my brother has gotten running for me and needs a few things like taillights. I put a new brake master cylinder seal on here yesterday. And needs tires on, and I think that's about it actually. And then you just need to register it. I should definitely get close to it and try to touch it.
That one did make it glow on the bottom.
It's a lot flatter. Now I'm maybe too flat. I mean,
I think they're good.
I think that's fine. I just also am having fun practicing. So
Yeah,
like, I'm not too mad about going over it again. Pretty good at welding, and even if they look like I don't even care if they look like this. I think the downside is,
I don't care about the aesthetic of it all. I just want them to be strong as shit.
Which the downside is, I think they're stronger when they look better.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. I just like the aesthetic of ugly and strong. That's kind of, you know, like how I like stuff.
Yeah. I figure if I blast this enough, we'll either compromise the metal.
We just have to quench it after we're done, you know, so we don't ruin the heat treating on the bumper mount.
Proper tempered bumper mount steel.
That's right.